We are on our way to St. Augustine, Florida. I am excited.
So excited. Number one, this is our first stop in Florida. So we get to put that Florida sticker on and start our tour of Florida.
Yes, I remember watching YouTube videos years ago about pulling the camper down to Florida and enjoying the nice warm weather during our winter time in Colorado. And this is it.
This is it.
This is it.
This is our snowbird season.
This is our snowbird season. So we have been through Maine, we have been through Massachusetts, we have been through Virginia,
West Virginia, Kentucky, Georgia. If you want to see those videos, please go check them out. They're on the playlist.
And tonight we will be laying our heads down in Florida, USA.
Oh my gosh.
So very cool stuff. We are staying at the St. Augustine RV park. It looks to be a nice RV park. We did not splurge for anything fancy. I think we have just a gravel driveway type thing, but we of course get to use all the amenities that they have, which I don't know what they have yet. We're going to find out. You'll come with us. So we are headed down I-95, heading into Florida, leaving Georgia, and looking forward to a fun time.
We have not a dinner cruise. It's a light cruise planned for tonight.
I think it's a Christmas light. Is it Christmas lights?
I believe it's Christmas lights. Apparently St. Augustine is known for their lights. So we're going to go check it out by sea.
Yeah, we are going to go get a bite to eat as well. So we were at Ice House. They got us in really quick, and it's really a cool place. I like the way it looks. And we ordered some blue crab beignets. We're going to see how those taste. But I ordered a bourbon, and you ordered a Goldie Hawn?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what that tastes like.
This is the Goldie Hawn. It's got a bunch of stuff I've never heard of. But it's pretty good. Anyway, the Goldie Hawn, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing this right, but it's got Charanda, Amari, Falernum, I don't know what that is either, bergamot, orange, and lemon. I know how to say orange and lemon, but the rest of it I haven't heard of. Must be fancy.
Tasty?
I like it. It's kind of grapefruity. Goldie, I like it. Hey, these are our crab beignets. And I thought the crab would be on top because that's how I've seen them done, but it's almost like a giant hush puppy. Let's open it up. It also comes with lemon and looks like some kind of beignet sauce. Just cut in with my fork, which then crushed it. Oh, it's full. Look at that. I'm going to use my hands. Forget it. It looks like a little remoulade sauce. I'm not sure exactly. It's delicious. But the crispy coating on the outside reminds me of Long John Silver's back in the day. I love that. I love the crust on the Long John. I used to get the crispy things for fun. It's very good.
It is very fluffy. I know what you're talking about, but it's a hell of a lot better than Long John Silver.
So I got some fried chicken with some collard greens. They look like pancakes, but they're
Pokey cake?
pokey cakes, something like that. What'd you get over
Like
here?
corn cake. It's very good. So this is flounder. This is a brown butter lemon sauce, which is good. This white is parsnip puree, which is really good. And this is just a root vegetable over here. Quite tasty.
All right, so we're on our way to the boat tour, and it's like an Easter egg hunt
What?
of how to get there. So this is number one. We got to find number two.
see it.
We are going on it's like a Christmas light cruise. And just like that, we got sign number 3 right underneath the blue palm tree. Getting ready to get on.
Hi guys. Please watch your
Christmas lights. Here we come. We got seats up front. Let's see if it's good or not.
We'll see if we picked correctly.
Right now, this is our view. The lighthouse. I don't know if you can see it, but it's really pretty.
Very beautiful, very nice. I love it.
We got these cool lights so we can look at the lights. They make little Christmas trees out of the Christmas lights. Check it out. Well, we saw the lights. A boat light tour.
Yep, that was very nice. Got to see different perspective. Or actually, it was our first perspective because that's the first tour we did. But it was very pleasant. It was very nice. The weather was great. A little chilly, but it was good.
I think we chose the perfect night to do that one because I think any other night we would have been cold.
Yes, I would agree with that. I would agree. So how much was that tour?
It was only $25, $26. It was under $30 a piece.
Okay, and then $20 tip.
Yeah.
So cost us it was under $100. And they were out there for about an hour. It was fun. It was nice. I liked it.
It was nice. It was pretty.
All right, I got this little Green Mountain Grill Trek Prime that we are smoking a tomahawk steak on. I have had this in for, I'd say about 45, 50 minutes. And we're getting that up to a temperature of about 120. And we're gonna pull that off, let it rest a tad bit, and we're gonna crank that. It's been at 225, but I just changed the temperature to get it ramped up to about 495. I'm gonna pull this thing off now and get it covered up before we sear it on this nice cast iron. But I'm gonna get this covered up real quick. So I got that covered up. I'm gonna throw this cast iron in here, and we're going to crank that temperature up to about 495, 500. When it gets up there, we're going to sear it for about a minute or so on each side. All right, guys, I think we're pretty good. We're going to take a look at this. We're at 125, 123. Bring over a tad bit more. I'd like to see that up to about 127. All right, guys, let's see what we got. We do not want to overcook this. We're at 127. I'm pulling that puppy off. We're going to cover that up and let it rest. All right, we're going to let that rest. It's going to come up temperature a little bit more, then we're going to slice into it. I've never sliced one of these up before, but I did see that you had to get the bone out first. And I probably have everybody yelling at me that this is not the correct way to do it. But this is the way I'm going to do it.
I thought you just sliced down the bone.
There we go.
Oh, look at that chunk hole.
Yeah, that'll be cleaned up. And then, let's see how this goes. Oh, that looks pretty good. Look at that. Oh, yummers. I gotta try a piece of that. Look at that. That's good.
So this looks like mashed potatoes, but it's parsnip puree. So it's just cooked parsnips that I pureed. And Dale has left me with all the fat, so I'm just going to cut some more pieces here.
You gave me so much meat.
Well, you're our meat eater. Boy, it tastes good. The flavor is great. Then I've made a red wine reduction that I'm just going to pour over the top.
So what do you do when you're early to a tour?
You get some Starbucks.
You find a Starbucks. But look at this. Look where we're at.
I'm loving the Spanish architecture, and I think it's, I'm not going to say hilarious, but it's interesting that just between Savannah and here, which is only like 2 or 3 hour drive, it goes, because of course Florida was it owned by the Spanish? So thus
Settled by
Spanish.
Spanish.
Settled by Spanish, so thus the Spanish architecture, but so close and completely different architecture. It's really cool.
Yeah. Tons and tons of people around. But the line to get Starbucks was 5 minutes. No big
Really
deal.
Fast.
Yeah.
Of course, I have the new crayon orange drink. I took one sip and got pink stuff on my white shirt. Can't take me anymore. That's why I can't have nice things. Not a whole lot of talking, literally just driving you by,
Watching the Christmas
looking at the lights, checking out all the people in the relaxing golf cart, which was kind of quiet with Christmas music.
Yeah.
But I like that one as
It was
well.
nice.
We did do the trolley tour. We did the trolley much better this time than when we did in Savannah.
Sitting here on the Old Town Trolley.
This yellow brick building here, this was once a cigar factory.
Using it as a bus and taking the tour.
I guess we need to talk.
Very fun.
It's
Fun.
interesting.
Hope you enjoyed
Not
it.
sure how accurate historical it is, but it's fun.
Yeah. It's covering a lot of ground. We're on St. George Street, or going into St. George. But I'm liking the trolley. The trolley.
The trolley.
The trolley.
Yes, trolley's fun.
So we need some food though.
Bad. We had a really nice lunch at a British place. I had a shepherd pie. Dale had a burger.
In the famous George Street, St. George Street in St. Augustine,
Yep.
which is basically just a lot of shops and restaurants. But they do have ice cream, so I'm getting some ice cream.
Let's find something cool.
But first we're gonna look at cool stuff.
Don't you want to go to that, not the ice cream, but where they had the popsicles that we drove by last night?
We could try that too.
So it's so cool. It's made from oyster shells and seashells and sand and something else, but they obviously would scratch when you try to climb it. So it's super cool. I guess it's sturdy. We've stopped for dessert.
What is it? It's a waffle.
It's a peach bourbon waffle.
Bourbon peach waffle.
I have
Take a
very
little-
high expectations for this.
Yep, taking a little break from walking around on George Street.
But we found a spot at the bar next to a window with what looks to be potential
People watching.
good people watching.
So St. George Street's kind of cool. It's just a bunch of little shops, little eateries, chocolatiers, ice cream, clothing, typical stuff, but it's pretty neat.
Oh, we're only halfway through the street, so hopefully we'll find treasures. So far I've only found soap.
Soap. No loofahs.
No loofahs, just soap.
I'm looking for a wallet. No, it's kind of weird, but I need a wallet.
Really?
Yeah, mine keeps on rubbing the magnetic strip off. So it doesn't work anymore. Maybe that's a good thing.
We do have our nerd stickers on, so full on tourist with your sticker.
Tourist?
Tourist.
We're a tourist. Here's our bourbon peach waffle. Let's dig into this puppy.
Is this butter or
Ice cream, I hope.
whipped cream? Well, it's pretty good. It's very sweet. Yeah.
I like it. Good.
I think it could use more bourbon. You're gonna advertise bourbon. It should be bourbon. Just like that.
I personally liked it. I thought it was very subtle. There was nothing strong. It was a very easy taste.
And I thought it was raw, and if you're gonna call it peach bourbon, you should taste a little whiskey bourbon in there. Dale likes raw things.
Avalos.
Yes.
Avalos Street. Avalos Street, the oldest street in the oldest city in America. Avalos Street, St. Augustine.
We found some hippo popsicles, had that.
Are interested at all.
What'd you get?
Mango lime tahini. It's got tahini wrapped in tea. Hippo gourmet ice pops.
Very tasty. I got the chocolate cheesecake.
And I got a mango lime with tahini. Check out the tahini wrapped around that bad boy. It's delicious.
You know you can taste quality?
It's true.
Yeah. That is tasty.
You want to try mine?
No.
I want to try yours.
Okay. Good.
I've got mine completely different from yours.
I know.
Well, it started raining,
It did start raining.
which we knew was a possibility, but it happened.
But we're sitting at a trolley stop, and we're gonna jump on the trolley and take that for another probably, I don't know, 45 minutes, and it should bring us back to our automobile.
Should. See if it does.
St. Augustine Distillery. A try. Gonna try some samples. Oh, look at this.
I'm gonna have y'all's first of 4 mini cocktails. This one's our Florida Mule, made up with 1 part of our vodka, which we distill here in-house from sugarcane. It's gonna make it really nice and smooth, doesn't have that like vodka bite to it. Bottled up at 80 proof, we're pairing it with the mule mix, and there is lime juice, ginger juice, sugarcane, and a little bit of cayenne pepper for a little kick.
Thank you.
You're welcome,
Thank you very
enjoy.
much. Cheers.
The art of barrel aging.
We're going to be enjoying a bourbon old fashioned. We're using 1 part of our mix to 4 parts of our bourbon. The mixer has your orange, sugar, bitters, and spices. And the bourbon is 88 proof, aged 3 years. You can make the perfect old fashioned with half the work and half the time. We're just mixing up 1 part to 4 parts. You can do 1 to 3 if you want it a little bit less strong, or 1 to 5 if you had a really rough day. It's really up to you. There you go.
Beautiful. Cheers. That's better. That's way better. It's very sweet, but
It's good.
the bourbon's good.
Old fashioned is where it's at.
Well, we've just spent the day in St. Augustine, Florida. First cloudy day in a few days, so it was not bad. It was a little chilly. I should have brought a jacket. Even though it's 61 degrees and I felt chilly. Maybe I'm getting acclimated.
Well, I mean, that is a little chilly, and there's no sun. It was all clouded over.
Yeah.
So, and it rained a titty bit.
Titty bit. I think my con of St. Augustine and the trolley tour is they have so many stops that it's really like a stop is just around the corner. Like, put it together, people. Where I thought Savannah's trolley tour was a little more spread out, fewer stops, but I thought it made it easier.
Yeah, riding it though, it gives you can mentally do a checklist of, hey, I want to come back here, I want to do this, I want to see that. So
sure.
My suggestion, which we kind of we were going to do and we didn't do it, but I would take the tour all the way around. It takes about an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes, and then get off where you want to get off and do whatever you want to do. We actually rode the trolley halfway around.
Then we got hungry.
So
then we got off and explored.
And then jumped back on again.
Yeah. And we jumped off back on very close to where we got off. We didn't go right back to the exact same stop, but it was close enough.
Yeah, and it didn't take us anywhere that we wanted to go additionally. So we hit the spots that we wanted to go to, I think.
Yeah. We have one more day here in St. Augustine. So I think tomorrow we're going to go check out the lighthouse. Maybe the fort, because that looks very cool. But we have a haunted tour tomorrow too. So, and we get to go to the fort for that. So I'm kind of excited about that. All in all though, St. Augustine, like, I knew Ponce de Leon. I knew that it was Spanish inhabited down here. But there's a lot of information I did not know. So
I did not
really
know that
cool.
St. Augustine was the oldest city in the U.S. I did not know, and this is
I did not know that either.
Not being a history guy, did not know it was, first settled with the Spaniards. Then didn't France take it over, and then Spaniards again, and then the Confederates took it over, and then America, and so it's been occupied and settled by many different groups. But once again, a lot of history, but discovered or settled in the 1500s.
Yeah.
And just like when we were in Boston, that's 500 years ago.
Yeah.
Guys, 500 years.
The only thing they didn't get into, which I wish, and maybe as we get into Florida, it'll be more pronounced. Maybe it wasn't super pronounced here in this area of St. Augustine, but there were native peoples here before the Spaniards got here, and they really haven't dug into the native peoples of Florida. And I know, like Seminole Indians, there's another Indian nation that's close to this area, but I can't remember. I know that they've mentioned it once. It starts with a C. I don't know what it is, but I really wish there was more of that history that was brought up in the
Native Americans.
Yeah, the native tribes that were here. Just cause, like, I get the Spanish came in and settled it, but there were people here before that, and I want to know more about them.
Yeah.
Anyway, St. Augustine has been really fun, and we're going to keep going. We have 2 more days here. Actually, we have 1 more day here, and then we're off to Melbourne. So, we'll see you guys tomorrow. It's right there.
It's right there. That's where we're going up. St. Augustine Maritime Museum and Lighthouse. Cool picture.
We have access to everything. We can go up the lighthouse. We can see all the buildings around. The two of us was $30, $14.95 a piece.
Awesome.
Yeah, but I got a map. And they have haunted tours every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all year long.
Very cool. Well, my vote is go to the top of the lighthouse now.
Okay.
So we can be sure to get that, and then we can look at the other stuff.
All right, let's do it. Dale got distracted by the beer.
I did. I saw a sign that said draft beer. The original family.
One of the families that kept the lighthouse. Even the kids had jobs.
Yeah. Oh, there it is right there. $219 steps.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Are you putting it on?
Oil, lard, oil, kerosene, now electricity.
You go first.
Let me get my butt the whole way up.
Well, I'm not going to do the whole thing.
Okay, well hold on, I want a picture. Okay.
I'll go first. $176 to go.
The lighthouse keepers would eat the birds that hit the glass.
All right. Not a huge fan.
You're not a huge fan.
We're a long ways up. Tough spins. Very neat. Very cool.
That's very cool.
Glad we came.
Me too.
All right, just got done seeing the lighthouse.
Worth
Really
the trip.
neat. Yeah, worth the trip. And it was what, 14 bucks a piece?
Yeah.
14 bucks a piece. You get to climb all the way to the top.
Worth climbing if you can.
Yeah, once you get up there, it's a little shaky. I don't know. I don't think myself as afraid of heights, but it's a ways up there, in a small platform.
And I do think of myself as afraid of heights, and I didn't have the issue you had today. I think because I had the railing. If there's a railing, I'm
You're good?
usually okay.
Yeah,
Unless the railing is wobbly, and then I'm not.
but it was fun. It had a maritime museum.
Yeah, the Maritime
Shrimping.
Museum was cool. They had a bunch of like little mini boats, shrimp boats, mini ships. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
The funny thing to me is when you climb the stairs and you're at the top, I felt like I was so high up,
Oh, yeah.
like super high. And then when you get down and you're driving away and you look back, it's really not that high. It was really pretty though. The lighthouse for sure worth the admission to go think.
That was
go see
actually
that.
cheap. That was like $14.
A piece. Yep.
Yeah, and you didn't have to tip, so that even made it better.
We did a ghost tour
Ghost
yesterday.
tour yesterday, which we learned some stories. I don't know how valid they are, but the amount of people
Yeah.
in St. Augustine on Saturday night, Thanksgiving weekend. Oh my God.
So we're at the gates of St. Augustine. I'm curious why they just didn't walk around the wall.
One, God bless our tour guide. I think she was used to not so many people being around and where she would stop on a normal day. Like with this amount of people, there were 50 other spots that would have been great to stop at.
Yes.
Where you could have heard better. We wouldn't have been in the way. Like, I don't know.
For what she had to work with, she did okay. We had kids in our group. We had dogs in our group. We had strollers. It was completely different than the one-on-one tour we had in Williamsburg.
Yeah. There was a lot of chaos going on with the ghost tour, which, whatever. It was
Yeah.
still fun. So one of the cool parts about St. Augustine is they're very proud of their cochina. And cochina is basically, they use it like a concrete with seashells and sand and compressed together. It's really cool, but it's everywhere. There are fences made out of it. That entire fort is made out of it.
Yeah. What I did find interesting, though, when they were talking about the fort, is what degrades cochina rather quickly.
It's water. It's surrounded by water around here.
Water.
But yet it's been up for 500 years.
That is true. You just got to keep it dry.
And the humidity, that's hilarious.
And the rain and the ocean. Would you go back to St. Augustine? I would.
I would go back to St. Augustine, and if I go back, I would go see the fort, which is Costilla de San Marcos, I think. It looks really cool. We did not get a chance to go in. I would definitely do that next time. There's a ghost tour of it. Might do that. That sounds cool. But yeah, I would go back to St. Augustine again. I thought it was cool.
Mm-hmm. So we stayed at St. Augustine RV Resort, which is about, 20 minutes away from the hustle and bustle of downtown St. Augustine. Mm-hmm. Beautiful resort. You drive in, they have a lake.
I'm ready for my interesting story.
She said she tried to move us because the spot we're going to is going to be a little tight, but I booked it online, and the online probably shouldn't have allowed us to book that.
Oh, jeez.
So I said, well, are we going to fit? And she goes, I hope so. So here's the map. We don't have any of the fancy sides. We're doing this on the budget. So we're over here, A18.
Right next to their pool. Pool was heated. Now take that with a grain of salt because it's not hot.
It's not warm heated.
It's not hot tub.
It's tolerable, cool.
But we were able to get in it. We got on some of the cheaper sites. There was a back end. But plenty of space. I didn't feel like I was crowded at all.
No, I liked our spot. It was kind of, they had Toby is totally cuddling. They had a lattice work on one side and some trees and shrubbery between us, so it made it feel like private space. Well, I like the campground, and this is one I would go back to.
Yes.
Very clean. Everybody was very friendly.
Price, I think we paid a little over $70 a night for the back end spot, and it was one of the cheaper ones, but it was a good place.
I agree.
So if you guys have been to St. Augustine, what are your highlights? Comment below. Let us know. If we come back, what should we not miss? Is the fort even worth going to? Let us know.
All right, that's going to do it for this video. We are on our way to Melbourne, Florida. So if you want to see that one, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next week.
Ring that bell. Subscribe.
Thanks for watching.
Well, let me test this again. Am I talking?
Oh, good.